I actually like it. It's good to be talked about. I don't think there's a such thing as like bad publicity to a point. But somebody talk about me getting traded. That's a lot.
It is a lot, but obviously you're in a situation contractually. You have an opt-out after the year. There's a trade deadline within 2 months. Starting Sunday, players become eligible to be traded. Can you appreciate that? And do you understand that it might be this way now for a little while?
It's fine with me. Doesn't bother me not one bit. And I do appreciate it. I appreciate going out there and hooping. I appreciate being efficient, being effective, and helping my team win. I appreciate it all. I don't ever take playing basketball for anybody for granted.
Where do you stand as far as long-term future, hopefully otherwise, with the Miami Heat?
Who knows?
Where do you stand long-term future when it comes to your contract? You were told us earlier in the year that money doesn't matter, but money seems to always matter.
Nah, not really. My kids matter. My happiness matters. My well-being matters, and my family matters. Right now, it's all about competing, staying healthy, and playing some great basketball. I think I've done that so far, so we'll see what we got.
If Pat holds his team together, why do you think the ultimate upside is based on how you're playing now, based on what might come next?
Say that one more.
If the team is held together, what do you think the upside is here? What do you think the potential and possibilities are?
I mean, it's always going to be a championship. Tyler's playing at an incredibly high level. Bam's doing what Bam does. We got the young fellas that are hooping, gaining more confidence. So we're rolling. We're going to continue to win. And I'm proud of the guys. You see everybody in here working. We know what we're capable of.
When you obviously the extension didn't happen, did you expect kind of this season to be full of this type of speculation just because of what's ahead next summer?
Nah, I mean, I feel like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We done won a couple in a row. I'm not worried about no extension. We handle all of that whenever it gets here. Take it day by day. The more articles that come out, the more you're going to ask me questions about it. So keep the articles coming.
One more thing. You've made it known that you want to be with the Heat. You want to end your career. Is that still number one?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure y'all get a report that's going to say otherwise anyway, so there's no sense in me answering that question.
Game of basketball itself. The last time you played the Toronto Raptors, you were sort of annihilated points in the paint. That included, to a degree, a guy you were covering, R.J. Barrett, getting deep position. How important is it in tomorrow's game to stop the rim attacks, to keep them out of the paint the way they did when they beat you in Toronto?
I mean, yeah, we gotta guard a lot better, but I also think we gotta make him guard on the other end. I don't think we did that. We got a lot of people that can make him waste some energy on the defensive side of the ball, contest his shots, get out in transition, and we'll see what we got.
Jimmy, you see everything Tyler does behind the scenes. What feels different about him when he's playing?
He know he's that guy. He can get his shot off on anybody at any time and make the shot as well while guarding now, while getting everybody else involved now. So there's really no weakness to his game.
Does it take a degree of self-awareness to kind of make the changes to his shot profile that he did to evaluate himself in that way?
No, because he can make shots from everywhere on the floor. It's just what shots he wants to take, because he's going to be open. It's, do I want to shoot the three? Do I want to shoot the midi? Or do I want to get all the way to the cup or get to the free throw line? That's on him, but I think he got the confidence, I got the confidence, we got the confidence to know that he can make all of it.
What did you guys see on film? How do you want to remedy that?
I mean, it's always going to be a point of emphasis for our defense is to be able to, protect the paint, protect the big muscle areas, limit teams from getting easy baskets. And is that easy in this league? No, but if you want to have a good defense, you got to take away those kind of easy relief points. We were not able to do that in Toronto. I mentioned after the game, it did not feel like we were worthy to win that game, even though it was close. Sometimes you can steal games. That's also important, learning how to win. But in terms of really anchoring our defense to how we want it to be, we weren't able to do that up there, and you have to credit them. They're an aggressive team. They're a downhill team. Even without Barnes, they create a lot of action in the paint.
A lot of their paint makes, if you look at like who the closest defender was, a lot of them were when Bam wasn't there. They were finding ways. Whether he's switching it or not, how much Are coverage changes throughout the game kind of coming from you, or is he able to call audibles? If he switches out, is that coming from him or you?
Now it's coming from everybody. Where it used to just be, coming from me. Our core guys have been around long enough. They can make some adjustments on the fly, particularly Jimmy Bam age. They have autonomy, to make some different reads, and you kind of have to now, the way the league is.
But how do you then, if Toronto is trying to go to where those guys aren't and pick at your other spots, the way they do it is unique to the other team?
You still have to, take the challenge. You can't over-scheme stuff to try to, over-protect. At some point, there's no hiding. You got to guard. You got to, take the challenge. That's why I don't like to get too much into the weeds about schemes. At some point, out of the scheme, it's going to be one-on-one. At some point. Whether we're in our zone, whether we're in a trapping defense, whether we're switching, it doesn't matter. The ball's going to go somewhere, and you got to guard. And then you have to finish it off also with some kind of rebound effort. We've been getting better with that. That game was not indicative of kind of things we've been trending in the last 10 games or so.
Haywood spoke about he knows when he has the open three, he has to take it. That's what he's there for, to space, to work the corners. My question to you is, if it's a contested three, has he reached the point now where there's a comfort and an allowance for that? Or is it mostly that he's there just for space, wait, you'll be open, you'll be able to take the uncontested?
Yeah, I don't care. I haven't even thought about that.
Is he the type of shooter?
He can shoot whatever threes he wants.
Is he the type of shooter who you feel
He's not going to shoot. He's not going to shoot bad threes. I don't even think that's anything to analyze. He's getting better, particularly in his role. He's also filling in some gaps on some cuts, transition, getting behind the defense, relief drives every once in a while. And yes, his three-point shooting has improved dramatically. So keep on shooting the ones he's shooting. Those have been good for us.
And his knack for traffic rebounding, is that just a hunger for the ball? But you spoke about it last year. We're seeing it again this season.
He's been a very good rebounder by the metrics for his position. Every year that he's been with us, we've had a lot of guys, that have done that. The first 10 games or so was not indicative at all who we've been as a rebounding team. Or how guys have rebounded. But H has a knack for the ball, and we want him to go get it. Every once in a while there's going to be one where two guys go for it. I don't care. That's in the right spirit. We need more of those than watching and spectating.